Welcome to Borby's Football and Banter Factory. Today we'll start by talking about the Premier League, and we'll start by talking about my team, Chelsea versus Southampton. And I gotta say, man, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Like, I saw the game in the weekend, I was optimistic. I don't like the international break, but I watched Warner, I watched Havertz, they were playing well. I was excited, and we started the game like we mean to start any game, on fire. We played very well. We were 2-0 up with Warner scoring two wonderful goals, and we were playing some lovely stuff. Jorginho and Kante controlling the middle. But then, what happened? Well, what always happens. So this is what watching Chelsea's like these days. Our defense is so poor, and has been for 2 years. And I'm concerned, man. I'm concerned not just about our defense, but about the manager. Is he going to last? Is the man, you see, Super Frank, is he going to last? My favorite player of all time, but as a manager, I have to be honest, he's a bit naive. He's tactically very weak. He's very gung-ho. He tries to win every game, and he doesn't seem to have a game plan. It's, let's just go out there and play. We win, we lose, we lose. We have no other way of playing. No game management, nothing. And I'm concerned, man. Like, what? Every day I turn on the TV when I have to watch Chelsea, and I'm looking at Christensen. I mean, come on, man. Like, we've spent 200 million pounds, and I still have to watch this Danish fraud every single week, man. Like, the only reason he's not criticized is because he's from the academy, but he is not improved. He was actually better in 2015 when he started playing and started appearing in the first team from the academy. He has actually regressed ever since he made that mistake against Barca, man. He's done. Anyways, Kepa, 71 million pounds we spent on this guy. Yeah. 71 million pounds we spent on Kepa Arrizabalaga. This man is supposed to be the answer. Spain's number one goalkeeper. The man who dethroned De Gea. And when he plays for Spain, fair enough. He does keep clean sheets. How, I do not know. But when he plays for Chelsea, he looks like Doink the Clown from 1996. It's as if he's, when you watch wrestling and you have those joke Royal Rumble entrances, this guy comes in, he's gonna get out immediately. He's gonna be eliminated. Like when you have that, you have celebrities and stuff, and they don't last. They're there for a skit. That's what Kepa's like. Unfortunately, he's a 71 million pound fraud. He's fraudulent, man. He's a fraud. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he's a fraud. The first season must have been a fluke. Either that or Lampard has no clue what he's doing in defense. And I honestly don't think Lampard actually does have a clue. He's all about vibes, man. He's just, let's go out there and play some footy. We'll score some goals. We'll have some fun. We'll hug each other after the game. But no, man, we don't. What are we gonna hug each other for? We don't win. And even when we win, it's like we go 3-0 up, and then it's somehow 3-2. It's always happening, man, for 2 years, and this is worrying because under Sarri, last season, 2 seasons ago, with the same defenders, we had Marcus Alonso, Pablo Escobar, Marcus Alonso. In defense and left back, Azpilicueta, our captain. We had David Luiz, and either one of Rudiger or Christensen playing at the back, and we conceded 20 goals less. In 38 games, we conceded 39 goals. That's not bad. It was the third best defense in the league. By no means was I convinced that was a world-class defense or anything like that, but it was passable. Now it's not like there's no grade. It's not even you. It doesn't exist. The defense doesn't exist right now. In 40 games, you conceded 70 goals. That's not a defense, man. That's like, it's just come and attack me. I've got nothing. Just come, punch me. I can't defend myself. I don't know how to defend. I don't have the tools. Or maybe I do, but I don't know how to use the tools. Whatever tools I have. Maybe the tools are like, I don't know, an amateur level armor, but we make it seem like it doesn't exist. Like the armor is broken. It's It's made of paper. Not even paper. It's not there. It's invisible. It doesn't exist. There is no armor. What is happening with our defense? Where is the armor? I grew up watching JT, man. Yeah, he had his off-field issues. He liked, his friend's wife, whatever. Like that's his business, whatever. But he defended, and he kept clean sheets, and he commanded everyone, be there, you stay here, stay compact, attack, attack as a team, defend as a team. Don't go too far apart from each other. Like we don't have the concept of a defensive structure. We don't, and Lampard doesn't seem like he can coach it, man. He doesn't. I can't. What can I say? He doesn't look like he can coach. I am so concerned. Man, I'm concerned. I can't tell you how concerned I am. Like it's been happening for 2 years. 70 goals conceded. 70 in the league. If I'm counting all competitions, probably in the 90s. 90 goals conceded. Are you kidding me? Chelsea once won the league by keeping, conceding 15 goals in 38 games. 15 goals. Now we're conceding 70 in 41 games. 70. Christensen, fraud. Rudiger, mashallah, he tries, but he ain't no good. He prays. He's probably praying all night, but he doesn't do anything. The prayer's not working, bro. I don't know what kind of prayers you're doing, but it's not working. Aspilicueta, legend, club captain, but slowing down, and I have to be honest, more and more prone to mistakes. I don't know why. He was always so reliable, and he still is, to be honest. He's more reliable than most. But Lampard can't seem to get a defense together. Chilwell, good going forward, but defensively, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It doesn't seem like he's been instructed to defend. Again, another fullback not instructed to defend. Just go forward. Just go on the wing. Just go. Just express yourself, man. Go express yourself. Forget about defending. Forget about passion, pride, keeping a clean sheet, making the fans proud. No. Let's just go out there. Let's have some fun, man. Let's chill. Let's just go out there. We'll smoke the G. We'll have some fun. We'll try to score some goals. If not, voila, we tried. That's what it's like, man. Who else is left? Rudiger? Yeah, I don't want to talk. Zuma? Yeah, he's probably our best defender, but what was that, man? What was that? People are going to slate Kepa, but that was not on Kepa, bro. That was you. That was all you, man. You got to do better, man. Come on, man. We're not going to be finishing fourth. Forget it. The title, that's what I was expecting. Not to win the title, but to at least get close to it. To touch the trophy from underneath. Just to feel it. So that again, after 3 long years, I can finally win, or at least touch the title and then win next year. But no, man, forget the title. We're not going to touch top 4. We don't have a defense. We have no armor. It's like just come and attack us. Just attack us. There's nothing we can do. We are incapable. Frank is like, no, I don't know, man. I don't know how to coach defense. That's what he's thinking, probably. He keeps coming out with the same excuse in the press conference. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired of hearing this because it sounds like Ole now. Like when Ole talks, you know it's BS. You know he's lying all the time. And now Frank it appears to me like he's no longer honest. He's just lying. He's like, yeah, all those generic answers to journalists to avoid controversy. That's what he's doing right now. And it's pissing me off, man. Looking ahead to Sevilla. Oh, man, they're a good team. Oh, I saw them in, who did they play against? Bayern Munich. And they were good, man. They took their chances. I think they lost some penalties, didn't they? Or was it on an extra time? Either one of those. They lost in extra time or penalties. And they were good. I also saw them against Manchester United and Inter Milan in the Europa League. And they were good, man. They know how to attack as a team. They're much better than us defensively. Let's not even go there. Like, I don't even want to talk about Chelsea defense anymore. It's just we have no armor. No freaking armor. But yeah, Sevilla, they've got some good players. They have a structure. They've got Jesus Navas, who's still balling at this age. Can't believe this guy's playing right back and playing like a 25-year-old, let alone a 35-year-old. He's balling, and I'm afraid, man. Last season, beginning of the season, we faced Valencia, and they smashed and grabbed us. And I think Sevilla will do the same. We don't have it in us to fight these tactically savvy teams because we don't know what tactics is. We don't. All we know is let's go out there and play. Let's go out there and swim. We'll somehow reach the finish line. Let's just go out there and just smoke some G and have some fun and just try and score as many goals as we can. In-game management, forget about it. Who needs that? You know, it's PlayStation football. Voila. That's how we play, man. We are a voila team. We're a voila team. That's what we are. Man. Well, Kepa, what are we gonna do with you, man? I feel sorry for you. Like I can't, I'm not. I'm at the point where I'm not even angry at these defenders anymore. Last season was last season I was angry. Last season I was frustrated. This season I'm more angry at Lampard, to be honest. I'm always turning on him. Like I'm not Lampard out by any means. But man, there are no signs of improvement. I know it's early days this season, but 4 or 5 games in, we've conceded 11 goals. Every game we concede 2. It's like our average, 2 goals. We'll concede 2 goals at least a game. That's horrible average to have. Like, what's happening? Why can't you teach? Like, this is basic stuff. Like, be compact. I saw a heat map, kind of showing where our players were positioned, and the gap between the midfield and the defense, in when we have possession. Forget without possession. It's crazy. It's like there's this huge gap. It's like our final third is there for them to just do whatever the hell they want to do with our defense. There is no defense, so just whatever you want to do. It's like it's a lost cause, man. And Lampard's he's gotta improve, or he's gonna get the sack, man. We know what Roman's like. He's not gonna stand for this, not for too long. There's no sugarcoating this, man. You know, this is crap, man. This is like I like ice cream. I like lolly, but this is like, it's like choco bar or something. You know what I mean? Like choco bar without the vanilla inside. It's just that black chocolate just all over the place. It doesn't even taste good. It's just coffee tasting weird chocolate ice cream, man. It's crap, basically. And I want my lolly. And you need, in order for me to have the lolly, we need a good defense. Man. Let's talk about some other games. Let's not talk about Chelsea right now. I'm tired of talking about Chelsea. Man, it's just, let's talk about the controversial Everton versus Liverpool match. I had a huge debate with my Liverpool friend who we were in a WhatsApp group and he left. He was so upset. I'm like, I can see why that's not a red, because it was an offside and probably off the ball, and they didn't think it's clear enough or obvious enough for it to be a violent conduct for VAR to say, oh, let's have a look or let's change the decision. It was a horrible tackle, 100%. And in an ideal world, that's a red card. But with all the rules and all the confusing rules that we have in the game, you don't know for sure. Like, I thought that, like, we see this happen before, like corner kicks and stuff. People are clattering into each other, and usually these type of situations don't get given as fouls. But it was a dirty tackle. There's no doubt. And Liverpool were hard done by because the offside was so. It was one of those offsides. You were like, yeah, well, that's offside. I guess if you're gonna go by the book, but like, we're going completely like way too much into, like, we're trying to be too accurate, and like that's when we're losing our common ground. We're losing common sense. We're not using our common sense anymore. But yeah, that was a controversial game. Richarlison tried to lash out on Thiago, and that was a red card, justifiably so. Every Merseyside derby seems to have a red card. I don't, like, always, like going back to 2010 when Tim Cahill and Carragher and Gerrard was playing, and they were all there were red cards all over the place back then, and the trend continues. And another Merseyside draw. There's been a lot of them in the recent history. Usually Liverpool win at Anfield though. But I was impressed with Liverpool, how they played. Everton were kind of cautious. I guess it's understandable. James had his moments where he showed his magic, and he is a magician. He's very good. Calvert-Lewin gets his goal. You know, good for my fantasy team. And Liverpool did well. Salah scored. He was actually not playing well, but then as he does, he scores that big goal. And then yeah, it was probably Liverpool probably edged it, but Everton will go home happy with the point. And I'm so sorry for Van Dijk. Like if the injury, if it's an ACL tear, and we're losing one of the best players in the world for 9 months, and that sucks, and that really sucks. And I hope he does well because he's a fantastic defender. I wish we had him. Like honestly, like I wouldn't go as far as saying he's as good as John Terry, but he's the best of the modern era for sure. And the comparisons will be made, and some people will say he's better because of it's the current era, it's a different type of football, and he's dominating in this era. I don't think you can keep a lot of clean sheets in this era. I know when I watch Chelsea, but even actual competent defensive teams with a structure in defense, they don't keep clean sheets. But yeah, Van Dijk's gonna be a huge miss. I hope without Van Dijk and Alisson, man, that's a big test for Liverpool in the coming weeks, and their mental strength will be tested. Their mentality monsters, as Klopp likes to call them, but they will be tested. As for Man City and Arsenal, that was a comfortable win for Man City. 1-0 is a fair scoreline. I don't think they looked to increase the lead, but given all the injuries and problems they have, I thought they defended well. Again, I was jealous, man. I was envious of their defense. I wish we could defend like that. We used to. Chelsea was all about good defense, man. Yeah, Drogba and Lampard got the headlines, but it was the work that we did together from the back, from Petr Cech, Ashley Cole, Ivanovic, Cahill, John Terry, or before Cahill, Alex or Carvalho, to the midfield, whether it's Obi Mikel or Makaleli or Essien. That back five was always so compact and so solid. It allowed the platform for then Lampard and Drogba to go and get the goals and get the assists. But yeah, I miss like Man City showed up to me some mettle, some ability to defend and be compact, and ultimately defense wins titles. And I think Man City looking good right now. People won't underestimate. I think they'll have a difficult season because they've lost David Silva, legend. They've lost Company 2 years ago, legend. Fernandinho is getting older. They've lost Sané, who was an up-and-coming star and a big part of their team, who's already a superstar, let's be honest. So, and now they've got some good players. Ferran Torres looks good. Ruben Diaz was very impressive today. Ake, we know Chelsea fans know Ake. He's good, but he's not a world beater by any means. They have a decent team, but they're going to struggle. But I trust Pep. Like I have no trust in Lamps, but I have like if I was a Man City fan, I have one of the world's best manager in my team, and he can do bits. Like I know he's gone through some personal trauma, but as long as he has the support of the board and he's not stepping down or anything, I think he'll do well. Anyways, guys, that was the Premier League. I'm gonna preview the Champions League later. Those were the three big games that happened. Oh wait, Manchester United won. I saw the game. That was a good game. Newcastle were just hanging on, defending for their lives. Congratulations to Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes again with a big performance. For Chelsea, Timo Werner, Turbo Timo, salute. Cobra Kai, salute. Mason Mount, I'm not a big fan because I think Frank Lampard is favoring you, bruh. It's like nepotism, it's favoritism, whatever you want to call it. I think you work hard, you've got talent, but sometimes your place in the team is not merited. And Hakim Ziyech, that was awful, bro. That was an awful debut. I gotta be honest. Maybe you're not to blame. Pulisic had his moments. He created that third goal with that lovely jinxing dribble. But yeah, man, Turbo Team and Cobra Kai, keep us going there, and Captain America, keep us going there as well. From Borrow B here, goodbye, and I will come back and preview the Champions League very soon.